Today I'm going to be sharing with you some of my favorite bronzers for deeper skin tones. Hey girl, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Jensine if you're new here. So one of you guys requested that I do a video talking about bronzers. So I pulled out some of my cream and powder bronzers for my collection. It ranges from drugstore to high end. So we've got a lot of goodies to discuss. So this video is basically to give you ideas if you have deeper skin, or maybe you work with models or clients who have deeper skin tones and you're looking for some suggestions about bronzers to use or things to try out for them. Or maybe you just want to expand your own makeup collection, you know? So if you're brand new here and you just happen to notice that you're not subscribed, girl, smash that subscribe button and join the family. I upload 3 times a week and you're bound to find something that you love on my channel. And if you're an oldie but goodie subby, I just want to say, hey girl, it's so good to see you again. So let's get into this content because I have a lot that I want to discuss. So first off, I want to start with a good old drugstore bronzer contouring highlighting kit. This is the Black Radiance True Complexion Contour Kit. So this is the powder version. This is the medium to dark. So when you open it up, I really like this shade here. They have a marked contour. If you're also looking for an all-in-one solution, they have a powder, sculpt, and then they also have a highlight in here. This is a really nice. I feel like it works for a really nice range from like lighter caramel all the way to like deeper skin tones. And I really like that this is a little bit more of a cooler bronzer, not so much of a warm toned one. And it happens to look really nice for me. Usually I don't like cooler bronzers, but this is really good. Also, I have the cream one that goes along with it as well. This is also the medium to dark, and this is the cream contour palette. So opening it up here, you can see, and usually I like to layer cream bronzer first and then powder to set it and kind of give it a more diffused look, which is what I did here. Now, let me compare these two here. As you guys can see, these colors go together really nicely. So you can go ahead, put the cream one on the bottom and then set it with the powder on top. So these you can find at like Walgreens. They're very affordable prices. So, you know, if you're on a budget but you still want to slay, girl, those are some really good options. Okay, so let's talk about some more cream contours. So this is the stick. This is the Pure Cameo contour stick. So it's dual-ended. It's got a contour on one side and a highlighting like concealer stick on the other. When you take off this top here, it's got it doesn't tell me the exact amount, but this is the contouring shade. So let me go ahead and just swatch this and show you guys. So right here, it's really nice. It blends effortlessly. I know I've seen this in Kohl's. If you're in the States, Kohl's has a lot of these sticks here. Blends really nicely. And I'll just show you guys the contouring shade if you're into that too. I don't particularly use it for my skin tone because I just like to use concealer, but there you go. So it is pretty light, especially for me. I'm not really into the bright under eyes look, but if you are, that might be an option for you as well. Now I'm gonna switch it up and talk about a high-end bronzer. This is from Guerlain. It's their terracotta bronzing powder, and this is in the shade 09. It's called Intense. This is their deepest shade, so this works for me. As you can see right here, it's definitely more of a warmer bronzer. I really like this type of shade for like summertime, end of spring, summer, early fall. Just kind of give you that like sun-kissed bronzer look. And I know it looks really light, but it does show up on my skin tone. Like I said, it's more of like a warm sun-kiss, not like a strong, sharp contour, which sometimes I like this if you really want more of a natural look. It is pretty pricey, like I told you guys, but I think that it's really nice. It blends amazingly. It's one of the best powders that I have in my collection. So I think they did a bang up job on this. All right, so let's take it back to Black Radiance. This is their custom concealer little duo thing. So it's a concealer shade and a cream contour shade, cream bronzer, whatever. And I really like the bronzer shade. As you guys can see, like I put quite a dent in there. Not so much the concealer concealer shade because I'm very picky about concealers. I only use like a select few on a regular basis. So I really like the cream bronzer. I think that it just looks so natural on my skin tone. Oh my God. I went through a phase where this was like all I used. I'm trying to, you know, spice it up now, but this is really, really good as well. Definitely has affordable prices. And I believe I got this at like CVS or Walgreens. So if you're in the States, you'll be able to find it very easily. I'm not sure whether they sell this in Canada or the UK, but I can't imagine that it'd be too hard to find. All right, so this is a bronzer that I feel like no one is talking about right now, but I think it's so great. This is from the Balm Cosmetics. It's called the Take Home the Bronze in the shade Graham E. And I've talked about this a little bit on my channel. I'm gonna show you guys what this looks like. I just love that they've created a bronzer for deeper skin tones. I would like to see like more of a shade range extension for like my extra chocolatey girls out there. This definitely shows up very nicely. I know sometimes the color of the powder can be a little bit misleading, but it shows up very nicely if you use a bronzer brush on my skin tone. It's really, really nice. And I almost realized I didn't tell you guys how to apply a bronzer because maybe you guys don't know. But when you apply it, use a bronzer brush. I'm gonna go get mine and show you what it looks like. You can use something like this, a MAC 135. I like the way that this brush applies bronzer. It just has to be shaped like this. Honestly, I don't like that this MAC brush tends to shed a lot, but I still use it. And you apply it in your forehead area down here. Bring it down here, and then also right here under the chin. You just diffuse it out with your brush. Next up on the list is another cream contour shade. Now this one is a little bit of a foundation and a contour stick in one, and I did a review on this last year. This is the Smashbox Studio Skin Shaping Foundation. So on one side, it's got the foundation stick. On the other side, it's got this contour here, and this is a bit of a warmer contour stick, as I can show you guys right here. I really, really, really loved this, especially during the summer. I'm a little too light for the foundation itself because this was a shade that I used during the summer, but the contour stick is incredible. It's so creamy, it's so buttery. I feel like with sticks, it's really hard to actually mess up and apply it wrong. You know, as long as you have the right blending tools, you can use a sponge, you can use a foundation brush to kind of like stipple it and blend it out, which is what I do sometimes. But yes, this one is really bomb. I don't know if it's worth just purchasing for the contour shade. It might just be for you if you don't like the foundation, that is, but I like both, and I like to use both of them together or just the contour stick alone with whatever, you know, face products that I'm using at the time. Really, really, really good. So the next two products are from the same brand. The first one I want to talk about is the ABH Contour Cream Kit. This has been around for a while. It is usually about like $40, but I know that you can definitely find it at Marshall's, at TJ Maxx, those kinds of stores. This is the medium, no, this is the deep shade. And I've used this quite a lot. This is my favorite shade here. But I just love how it has a nice range for all the deep skin ladies, and also a color corrector shade and a cream like concealer shade if it matches you. But same thing, I really like how it blends. I like that there are different undertones in these, and I feel like this is more likely to be applicable to a wider range of skin tones. Now the second one here is the powder contour kit. So this is in the tan to deep shade range, and when you look at the shades here, they are a bit smaller than the cream ones, of course, and however, these are also refillable, so you can purchase them on their own if you ever run out. I typically stick with this little range right here. Sometimes I dip into this one, but this is definitely a wonderful powder bronzer. I have it on today as well. Blends really nicely. I have no problem with this one at all. I think it's lovely. So this next one is probably my most used cream contour product because it's just so easy to use, so convenient, and it's really tiny. So this one is from Milani. It's the Contour and Highlight little duo here. So on this side, they have a really nice gold highlight. I don't tend to use this as much because I need to get a little bit more melanated during the summer for it to look nicer on me. But the contour side, when you open it up here, this is the contour stick, and there's still a lot left, even though if you can see it right here, I've used a lot of it. But I just love that it's so like small. I can like hold it in my hands, I can travel with it, and it's not too big for me, so I can just do, you know, and just do it really quickly and just start blending. So for me, it's just like the easiest thing to like carry around. It's just a warm like contour shade that blends really nicely. I feel like nobody talks about this Milani contour and highlight duo. I wish that they would, because it's amazing. And I think it's only 10 bucks, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'll have the prices, of course, if I am. And of course, I couldn't forget the contour section of the BH Cosmetics and It's My Ray Ray palette. I feel like this one applies to so many different skin tones, not just deep or darker skin tones. And looking at here, you get a contour, you get highlight, and it comes in 3 different shades here. I use this middle one here, Mocha, and probably during the summer, I anticipate using a Brownie Bite right here. Both the highlights are beautiful on me, and this one is a great inner corner highlight shade. It's poppin'. But yeah, I mean, even if you might not need the eyeshadow palette, I think that the bronzer, contour, highlight shades in there are poppin' and definitely worth it. Like, they're gonna last you a long time. If you're looking for more product recommendations, don't forget to check out my top setting powders, my favorites, my jams that I use all the time. And also, don't forget that I love you. Subscribe if you aren't already, and I will see you in the next video, girl. Bye!